MCSNet has received grant money from the government to improve and bring faster internet speed to rural communities. Abby St. John has more.
I'm happy to be joined here today with Rhonda LaFrance. She is the Chief Marketing Officer for MCSNet. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Of course. Now, MCSNet has received a government grant for $16 million of funding for a rural broadband infrastructure. Tell me about that exciting news and what that means for MCSNet and the communities that it impacts.
Yes, it's quite a large project for us here, spanning over 15 different counties and MDs, helping us to provide better broadband for rural residents and small town residents throughout our coverage area, which is pretty much all of northeastern Alberta.
Now, for people who may not know what that actually means, what is broadband infrastructure and why is it important to strengthen it in smaller communities?
So MCSNet is a family-owned company that's been around since 1995. And basically our goal is to provide high-speed internet everywhere. So we know there's a lot of areas across the countryside that are hard to reach with different forms of internet. So we have over 500 fixed wireless towers throughout our service area. And what this grant funding has allowed us to do is to provide transit fiber between these towers. So basically, we're using fiber optic technology, connecting it to a tower, and then we're able to increase our speeds for people near the tower, and then also to launch a new technology that we have in smaller communities called Gig Air. So we have over 60 different communities now that we have gigabit speeds through the air, similar to what you get with a fiber optic connection.
Yes, people don't always realize that in rural communities, you don't always get that high speed internet that you would get in bigger communities or even cities. So, this grant money is going to go a very long way. Now, what should people or what can people expect once you guys start rolling out your changes using the grant money?
Well, actually, large majority of the grant money has already been gone towards projects that have been built over the last 2 years. We just weren't allowed to say very much until the government made their final announcement. And we were allowed to build so much of it. And that way we're able to get the fiber optic cables in the ground, connect them to our towers, and then improve our networks so that basically the grant funding is to help bring minimum speeds of 50 megabits per second down and 10 megabits per second up. Not everyone always understands that, but that's basically with those speeds, you should be able to, with multiple users, to stream and game and do all those things in your home on internet. I know I am personally a countryside customer of MCSNet, and I've been able to work from home during the pandemic with multiple users in our household, do all the things that people with, maybe a little bit higher speed are able to do. So this funding is to help meet that minimum standard in different rural areas.
Oh, that's awesome. And I think it's really going to help a lot of families and people who are living in the countryside or rural areas, which is wonderful. Now, you did say that it's already kind of been rolled out for a while now. Have you seen or have you received any feedback from people who are using this faster speed internet?
For sure. I know that our average speeds across our network are now above the minimum standards. And for different communities where we're able to launch our Gig Air service, people are getting 1,000 megabits up and down up to those speeds. And we've been having a lot of amazing feedback from customers in those communities as well. So we have a great amount of loyal MCS customers, and we really appreciate when they let us know how well we're doing, how we can improve. And yeah, it's just been great to be able to provide that service to rural residents.
And that is, at the end of the day, the most important thing. And it's very exciting that you guys are able to do that over the last couple of years with this grant money. So, is there anything else that you would like to mention that I have may missed?
We're just very thankful that the provincial and federal governments were able to partner and work together and provide the matching funding. So MCSNet has invested half of the $16 million towards these projects. And the government was able to help us out because otherwise we know that to try and reach all of these rural customers, it's a huge investment for everyone. And we know that, there's all different types of technologies that are out there, but we're just trying to provide an option.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Rhonda. And it's amazing that you guys are able to do this, and it's already been a huge success. So, thank you so much. And I wish you the best of luck for the future.
Thank you so much.